Welcome back to episode 14 of our Let's Play. If you missed the last episode, we built roads, a stable, and a smithing shop in the heart of Winchester. Today, we will connect Outdoor Bay to Winchester with a Nether Hub and experience an odd amount of minor inconveniences along the way. If you enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing, and hype the video if you think other people should discover this channel. Hypes are not available everywhere, so no worries if you can't. If you don't know what to comment today, comment the Nether Network, or leave an emoji for the sake of engagement. Let's play Minecraft. Welcome back to a Minecraft Let's Play. Let's play Minecraft. And, oh, I see an Enderman has left us a present, and we've got a visit from Bob. What do you got, Bob? Potion of invisibility. Negative 100% waypoint transmit range? What does that mean? I don't know. Something. Ooh, small drip leaf. It's kind of cool. Milk? Oh! You can give me a lot of emeralds. Either way, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here watching. I've been sitting here at the farm, as you can see, grinding some XP and hoping to play around with some enchantments at the beginning of this episode. We've got a few small things that I'd like to do at the beginning of the episode, but first, I want to dedicate my statue. I know I said I wanted to do it last episode, or I wanted to think about it, and this time I have thought about it, and I know what I'm going to dedicate it, / who I'm going to dedicate it to. And it looks like the sun is setting, so I hope we don't have too many issues up here, or some mobs coming to bother us. But first, before we dedicate the statue, let's go do that. There we go. Make sure Michelle Crutchfield's sign is glowing on the other side of Wygo Warrior's sign for the 10,000 subscribers statue, and on to the 15,000 subscribers statue. Now, I thought about this long and hard, and I want to dedicate this statue to the silent viewers. Now, those are the people who just watch my videos in the background. Those are the people who just Okay, that cow scared me. But those are the people who have been watching and carrying the channel in the background. Now, I'm not saying that oh my gosh, I am being assaulted. The silent viewer, yeah, sure, that's good. Oh my gosh, get out of here. Ah. All right, you can tell I've been filming for quite some time now, but these viewers have not necessarily carried the channel, but they are a main source of channel activity. Now, as a former silent viewer myself, I understand it. You put the videos on to go to sleep. You put them on to do something else. And shoot, you might not even be subscribed, but you might come back and watch the channel regardless if it shows up your feed, which I get. I used to do all the time. And I have come to learn that you should never underestimate your silent viewers, because you have plenty of people who do it in the background of things, and you don't always have to be the center of attention. So while I highly appreciate all of my viewers and the active viewers, I gotta give some... Oh my gosh, there's more. Oh, this is not good. But I have to give some recognition to the people who just like to watch. So, 15,000 subscribers. Thank you to the silent viewers and the background viewers, the sleep viewers, the lurkers, the silent watchers, whatever you want to do to watch the videos, however you want to enjoy them. It's great for, well, everything. And the reason, you know, I refer to them as silent viewers and everything is we have 15,000 subscribers, but realistically only like 100 people comment and around 200 people leave likes. So there are definitely silent viewers on the channel, which I'm not saying, you know, you have to like the video and everything, but I am saying that if all 15,700 of you commented and liked on every video, I think we would be in a completely different space on YouTube, and that's just not realistic, and you're always going to have silent viewers, so you got to pay attention to them sometimes, you know? Oh, I guess I do have those from my mob farm. And I also wanted to say sorry for the last 2 videos up on the channel being in only 30 frames a second. I know that's the standard, and it's kind of like you don't really notice the difference after a certain point, but I just wanted to make sure that it was acknowledged. I saw it and I was like, ah, crap, because I know my standard is 1440p 60 frames a second. And yeah, I just wanted to say I'm going to double check that, make sure it stays at 60 frames a second. And lastly, in terms of updates and other stuff like that, I hope, well, actually you probably won't notice this update, but I did buy soundproofing panels over the weekend, and I spent the whole time putting them up like on the wall, like right in front of my computer and kind of on the wall to the side of my computer. So hopefully there's not too much of an echo now. I don't know. I Again, you probably won't even notice it, but as a creator, I notice things like that, and I want to give you the highest quality content I possibly can. And I did look into a 4K monitor and things like that, but unfortunately I think that's going to be a 4K monitor and like an RTX 5080, because I looked at the frame rates and they drop significantly with my setup for this. So we might have to pause on that one. Now, while we're on our way to enchant some of these new tools just to see what we get on them, I wanted to do something a little different today. Now, what I wanted to do was kind of a building episode, but also an adventure episode. But I wanted to create a Nether hub and then a Nether portal over in Winchester, so that we do have a fast route of travel in between the two. Now, I do still want to build this pathway, and I think pathways are a great thing to have in your overworld because it helps you fill out your world with builds and just stuff like that in general. But realistically, sometimes you just need to get somewhere fast, and that's what I want to do here. Now, let me just, I guess, turn this. Okay, well, I don't think that had to be. You know what? Whatever. We're enchanting a lot. We can figure something out. But let's see what we can get on these tools. Thorns 2, protection 2. That's okay. That's meant. What is this? Unbreaking 3. So I'm assuming that this would be Unbreaking 3. It would. Let's just see what we can get. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, efficiency 5. Okay, so it's not like a terrible pickaxe. It's a solid pickaxe. Let's see, what is this? Sharpness 4, sharpness 2, knockback. That's okay. Unbreaking 3. You know what? Yep, efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3 probably would have been the same thing regardless. Let's see what we get on here. Efficiency 4, efficiency 4. Can get ourselves an efficiency 5 shovel. What is this? Blast protection 4, Unbreaking 2. Okay, let's do another sword. Okay, that's not that good. Feather falling 3. What do I have right now? Feather falling 3. Oh. Oh. Oh, feather falling 2. Okay, I read that wrong. Protection. A lot of protection. Now, what's this? Protection 4. That's a good thing to have. What do I have on here? Fire protection. Fire protection. Fire protection. Protection 4. Okay, I should probably focus on protection. Unbreaking 3. Sure, why not? What is that? Okay. Protection 4 boots. That's not terrible. Let's see. What else? A helmet? Unbreaking 3, protection 4. So I'm assuming protection 4 is the highest you can get. I don't think there's a protection 5. And lastly, a sword. Sweeping edge. Now that actually would... Okay, that would be helpful for what we've got. Now, not a crazy amount of stuff, you know, we didn't get like anything amazing, but we did get a good backup set of tools, which is always good to have. And I'm actually not going to combine them straight off the bat. I'm just going to leave them and just kind of build up an armory. And I think that would be a cool build to have, where we just invest in enchanting. I haven't done that much, and I need to do that more. I need to get better at that. Instead of just having like a primary set of armor, I need to invest in enchanting. But I also need to repair these 2 pieces of armor because they are going bad. Now, how many diamonds is that going to be? 6, so that's 3. So that's actually less if I made it. Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Good. All right, and we're just below 30, which is fine. I'm not too worried about that. Oh my gosh. Ooh, wait, this one has protection. That one has, okay. Is that protection 4, protection 4? Can you get protection 5? Hold on, I just want to see this real quick. I don't think you can. Yeah, okay. That, just a waste of XP and diamond leggings. Okay, good to know that. You can tell that I don't enchant too much. Let's see. Okay. What can I get rid of that kind of shouldn't belong in here? We got protection 4, gold boots, fire protection. We got 2 lodestones, which that's actually going to come in handy. Oh, you don't stack. Oh, that's annoying. All right, well, we don't need rails. There we go. And you can go in there. You can go right here. Ooh, we're going to need more diamonds soon. Going to have to go mining again. And we haven't done that in a while. So, yeah. But on to the actual episode. Now, for starters, we're going to need some more obsidian. So I think I'm just going to go and try to find some obsidian, and I think I know exactly where to find it. We are going to take a trip over by the ancient city. I almost said the Emerald City, and we'll get some obsidian from there because I know we spent a lot of time down by the lava, so it should be good to go. And I haven't done too much work on this path, but I'll do that later. I just kind of hit a stopping point on it and then started working on more important things like, you know, the smithing shop, and then soon to be a library so we can get some mending action. But when sitting down for today's episode, I realized that we had not done much in the Nether here. So I wanted to do a building episode and an adventure episode. And what better building adventure than to build in the Nether? Now we're going to build kind of a Nether hub, but also the first point A to point B in the Nether hub. And I know I always have like the worst like nether paths and hubs and connection, so I'm gonna try and not do that in this world. And don't worry, I'm not hypercutting the video. I'm just trying to focus on the building part, and this part is kind of auxiliary to that, so I'm trying to strike a balance. This is not what I want to focus on this episode, and it should be right down here. You missed a great MLG bucket. Here, I'll do one for you right now. That wasn't as good. Oh no. Oh, bro, my torch. Okay, good. That wasn't as good. But we could probably get a good one here. Or we could just do this. I swear, some of y'all probably do need an on-call cardiologist if you're watching a Beanin video. Whoop. But also, isn't it just so fun to do that? Some of you are probably like, no, that is not fun. And here's the obsidian that we need. So I'm going to go ahead. And I could fast forward this. Oh, that's right. Not that. But I think I'm just going to cut it and meet you when I have some actual obsidian. Okay, that actually wasn't terribly long because I have, what? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I still had these tools. But I've got efficiency 5, so that took like maybe a minute or two. But that's also a minute or two of runtime that we can save for details at the end of the episode. All right, I see how it is, skeleton. I hit you, so you ruined my day. Is that how we're playing? Come here. Fool. Zombie. You're not even relevant. Oh my gosh, there's another. Get out of here. I'm just trying to swim up. And I was able to get 28 obsidian because I want to move our portal to a different spot. But I also want to keep the one in the, well, it's not really a basement, but in the cave, because that's also our starting point and our first portal. But these I want to connect on the same level, so I wanted 2 different portals. And I also wanted to do something with the portal in Winchester, but we're just going to build 2 portals, get a fresh start, because I'm so tired of walking all the way to the cave. And you know, now that I think about it, where I want to place my portal might interfere with our portal over here. So to stop just me from coming out in 2 different portals, I think I'm actually going to break this one and then build another one around here. I'd also like all of my nether portals to be on the same Y level. So that's also kind of a reason behind it, but not a huge influencing reason. And let's grab some blocks. I think I have some more cobblestone. No stone though. But let's grab some of these, and then we can build our pedestal to put the portal on. And we're not going to go too crazy or anything. We'll just do a pedestal right here. And I think, yep, everything looks good. So we'll just dig it out and then build a not a rectangle, an octagon / circle, so that we can also have a matching pedestal in Winchester. And I also think this is a good spot to have one just because it looks decent. So we're going to do our standard circle shape. 3, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. You know how it is. There we go. But I always like to include these circles because circles are really annoying to build Minecraft sometimes. So if it helps anyone out there, then they get a little tip. I remember it took me a while to figure out how to do this. Not gonna lie. And then let's make sure, okay, we've got the right amount on that side. Things are looking good here. And then we'll do 3 right here, and let's hope I don't mess it up like the other one. And I messed it up like the other one. There we go. Should be perfect. Then we'll just fill this in like so. And we're going to do 3 wide portals. 3x3 portals. I think that'll be easy. So there we go. And if we go into our old portal in the Nether, that'll be fine. I just didn't want to have my entry point under the lighthouse anymore. It makes sense, you know, when you think about it. All right. Oh my gosh, I need to go put these tools away. All right, there we go. They're up here. They might be a little out of sight, but that's okay. While I'm over here, let me just get... Do I have flint and steel? What? I need to label my stuff. I do have flint and steel. That's good. And then we're just going to fill these in. Now, precision building is really annoying when you've got these really powerful shovels. So hopefully I don't dig too many blocks. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I hope I don't dig too many blocks, but it appears we have. So I'm just gonna use my hand. And then we'll dig down here and here. And then right here. Nope, not like that. Boom. And boom. Ay. I'm a mess. I know, Beanin. And let's not forget to light this up in here, because I'm not going to fill it in. So we're just going to make sure that no monsters can spawn under it. Now, I've had a few ideas for what we can do for the designs of the portals, but to be honest, I think I'm just going to keep them like this for now, just to make things simple, and then at the end I can decorate if I need to. So let's see. So that's going to be, we want 3x3, so that'll be here, which is actually a 5x5. There we go. Perfect. And then let me light this on fire. Let me see what level we're at and make sure it translates. So 76. Where's it going to put us? Oh, is it going to put us somewhere weird? Oh, perfect. And 50. Okay. So I need to make sure that we keep this level. And it is level 50. And then we're going to head over to Winchester and do the same thing. I guess the level won't matter, but it might. I'll check it on the way over. We'll do that. Okay, so it looks like when you build another portal, it does stay the same from overworld into nether. Hopefully that translates, but we'll be going for level 50, even though the overworld portal on our other side is 75, and that's just because we probably built our portal at level 50 and it's linking up to that one. I still just, every time I go up to this, it's just wow. I love it when I have a good build in Minecraft. I still haven't replaced the lantern up there that I didn't end up placing, but that's okay. Now, one of the downside of our portals not translating in terms of height when I built the second one is that we're going to have to build our new overworld portal here at Y level 50. So we're going to have to get creative with what we decide to do here. Now, I was thinking about building a quarry in this Winchester kind of greater village area, which we can do. Now, in terms of design, I'm not sure where I'm going to build the quarry, but I think we can get away with doing some terraforming down here, because realistically in older times, I mean, if they had quarries, I mean, they definitely did, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they didn't have quarries, But you'd want to have it as close to the water as you could, just for loading purposes. At least I think so. That's not a confirmed fact. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a quarry expert. So I'm thinking if we add like a spot here, I gotta make sure it's like no giant underwater cave or anything. Okay, but if we dig out a little area right here, we can. I think we can come up with something cool. But also, I had an idea that might be cool. I'm not too sure. I was going to put it in like a deep hole, but I'm not sure. And also 50 at a Y level is 8 blocks down or so from 62. So it's no, that's terrible math. Sorry. It's a little over 8 blocks down. 12 blocks down. 62 minus 50. Yeah, 12. 12 blocks down. So it's not going to be a huge, deep hole. We'll figure something out. Actually, I just had an idea. What if we put a cellar in the, cellar of the inn, and that's where we can have the portal? Because then we get to come out and see all the patrons of the cellar, and it'd be like in Harry Potter when they'd come out of the Flue. Is it Flue? Yeah, the Flue network. They'd come out of the fireplace in Diagon Alley. And then that one time where Harry went diagonally, and well, we all know what happened from there. And I don't really have a specific design in mind for our Nether hubs. So we're just going to take these blocks. They're all gas resistant, and we'll just figure out what we can do with them. I do, however, need a fence gate because I want to keep villagers out of the cellar. And I also realized I need some stairs. So we've got that. And then let me take some of these too. The tuff and the copper bricks, or not copper bricks, but the copper bars I think would be a cool addition. And we've got that. That's good. Where? Fence gates. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I already added a door. And now we can add a fence gate right here so that villagers don't come down in here because I don't want them to. So I mean we're gonna go to level 50, which yeah, we're kind of high up, but what I'm thinking is we do a cellar like you normally would, and then we dig from there. So let me do this, and we can also do some decoration. But I think this should be a good spot. Yeah. We'll just hollow this whole thing out. And then go from there. Yeah, I think that'll be the easiest. Oh, no. Actually, I need to do this anyway. Because we need to build down the walls. It's going to look a little weird. We might have a villager fall down or two. Don't really need the coal. There we go. Then just dig this out. And I'm not picking any of this up because my inventory is full. But I honestly, I'm not really too concerned with all this dirt. I have a lot of dirt. Although, it would be nice to have some more because of my path project. But that's something we can figure out later. There we go. Oh, nope. Then it's here. Oh my gosh. There. Well, it's good to see that it kind of worked. We'll fill these in, and then we'll just dig all this out. And then for the floor, I'm not sure what we'll do. I didn't really think about that, but I don't think it'll be anything too bad. And then, okay, good. So let's just fill that in. I'll fill you in, and everything should be good. And this is, I'm assuming, the floor, so I won't mess with that. Yeah, that's where the wall is. So we can just do... Oh my gosh. Not that. There. We can just do this. Oh. There we go. Man, I really do just need to use my bare hands here. So now that we've got that dug out, let's just build out the foundation walls. And I could add some detail right here that separates the two levels, but that's fine. I don't really need to do anything too crazy. You know, filling in basement walls is one of those tasks that I trust you as a Minecraft player understand how to do. And then, yeah, the detail of separating the levels, that's entirely up to your discretion if you want to do that. Personally, I'm just going to leave it. A solid foundation is a good foundation. Ah, what a line. Of course, Beanin. That is how a foundation works. But you know what? You can have bad foundations. A solid foundation is a good foundation. Nope. That's enough out of you. For the flooring, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. Have a lot of items here. I think I'm just going to... Well, no, I should probably do like this. Or... I don't know. I do know that I definitely need to light this up, so we'll do that. Make sure things are lit up. And grab... Yeah, I don't need that dirt. We'll grab you. There we go. And this is fine to just have as a normal cellar. And it's raining again. I could always have just like a stone floor. That's a possibility. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I'm surprised it's already raining and dark again. It feels like it's just been like 3 minutes. So let me get rid of the dirt. And then we'll get rid of that. Is there anything I can do for flooring? Yeah, let's be crazy. Well, actually, no. Well, maybe. I was going to say, let's be crazy and use some copper roof. But I could use these stone slabs. I'm not really sure what I was going to use them for. I didn't use them in there. So what was I going to use them for? Well, I'll just be using them for the floor. That seems easy enough. Now we've got that set. What level are we at? 68. So we've got a little bit to go. And I think right here would actually be a good spot to build our staircase down. Now, well, maybe it should be here. But my thought is we could maybe do something cool down here. But I think we'll just have to... You know what? No, let's do something cool. I feel like we should invest in cool stuff in this world. I've got a lot of these stairs, so we can do some of this action here until we get to level 50, because it's not going to be that big of a drop. It'll likely just be, what, down a few. Like once I get to 62, it'll just be 12 blocks. Okay, so it'll be a decent sized drop, but nothing that I haven't heard of. Going down to 50 won't be too hard. There we go. I just wanted to make sure we had enough stairs to go up and down here. Things are looking good. I may need to get like a chest or something. And I also do want to make them at least line up in terms of where they're facing. So if we come from this angle, well, if we traveled from here, I want it to be facing here. So we're going to do just a little curve down at the bottom there at level 50. Nothing too crazy, but just something that, you know, helps add to coolness, I guess. Then we could do that. And then I'm actually going to do these right here so we have a little bit of continuity. Then I was going to say, we'll get more cobblestone as we go down. There we go. And then let me just hollow these out, and then I'll fill them up with cobblestone, because again, the building is going to focus more on the nether. And I think we'll place our blocks for crafting just here. I've got glass, and I don't know why I grabbed it. I know it's because I broke the furnace, but I don't know why I had it in here. So I'm just going to put that there for some temporary storage, and then we'll fill out these stairs here, and then just be on our way. Again, I'm not going to focus on this because, well, it's not that complicated. I will show the coordinates down here, so if you're building a one-to-one copy of my world, which you don't have to do, I will provide a world download at some point, but if you're building along, then I will show you the coordinates for this portal if you're in the exact same seed with the exact same building. Okay, for this flooring, we're just going to have some chiseled tile deep slate, or tiled deep slate, whichever. The walls are just going to be cobblestone, so that's not going to be an issue. And I believe the ceiling should just also be, yeah, tile deep slate. I'll be fine. Let's see. I did mess that up a little. We do need to go just one block over here, and that will be our spot, right? Yeah, so it'll be obsidian, 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 obsidian. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Because then it's like that, and then that. Perfect. I could do it taller, but I'm fine with that. And then we'll just have torches here, and then put some cobblestone up right here. Oh, or, okay, that. There. There we go. It's lit. Now let's go in here, get the coordinates, and then maybe we can start by building a hub. Maybe. We'll see. Let's make sure nothing crazy happened. And of course we get a crazy spawn. But we're on negative level 51. Did it not translate? Or did I go to 51? Again, it's not... Okay. It must have been spawn constraints or something like that. That's fine. We can work with that. Ah, I think I understand the spawn constraints. That's a pretty bad spawn. But I don't know. So here's kind of what I was thinking in terms of building in the Nether. I think we can just do some simple tunnels like so, where we don't really focus too much on looks, but we do make it look half decent, you know? We're not going to do anything absurdly crazy to start with, but I think it'd be nice to have a few spots in the Nether to just take a breather, because it can be a lot. And so I'm thinking like we do like spoke and like hub and spoke design. So obviously the spot that we started the portal at is going to be our hub, and then this will be one of our spokes. Oh. And I think we'll just go, let's see, how much do I want to go out? Because we can get like that. Do we want to do 3? Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Let me, okay. That stinks. Let me grab this, and we're going to have to be really careful because we did not get a great spawn, but honestly, I've had worse. And also, I do want to just build this room out before we start building, because I also need to know the coordinates of where we are relative to the Nether. Or relative to our other portal, sorry. Let me throw that away. We are out of tough bricks, but we do have more of these. So let's just build this out, get our little room set, and then we can go in either direction that we need to. But we've got just like a little spot, I guess. And then I'm going to keep the roof the same, so as the overworld is tile deep slate, we will also do tile deep slate. There we go. And then yeah, let it match here. And I'm wondering if I should do slabs so mobs don't spawn on my area. I'm not too sure. Oh well, keeping it open like this though is going to be nice. So we're going to have to go back and get the coordinates there. Or actually no, I could just get the coordinates. Okay. Let me just get the coordinates from this one. Duh. It should be similar to where we came out. All right, let's see. Yeah, 158. We're probably not even that far in terms of overworld travel, but we just gotta be smart about it. Hey, look at that. The rain cleared up. Finally. Just in time for sunset. And here we are on the other side. Now, this one exactly isn't too much better, but what we can do here is we can get a proper Nether Hub setup. Now we're going to go ahead and just break this portal and then reignite it, and hopefully it just maps out with what we, you know, expect. I think I want this one to be a, you know, 3x3 nether portal. But there we go. We had way more than I thought we would need. Now let's just make sure it goes back to wherever in the overworld, the same portal. Oh, perfect. Okay. I didn't want to make like another portal. That sometimes that happens and it's just this. There we go. And it's still 3x3. Now here, we're going to do a little bit. Oh. A little bit different of a design. You know, I'd like it to be something that we can utilize for the, what's it called? Gosh. The hub. Good grief. And I'm going to copy the design that we have in the overworld here. So we're just going to build this out just a little bit. And then I'm going to go count the dimensions real quick. Are you mad at me? You're mad at me, aren't you? Yeah, I don't have any gold on, but I don't care. There we go. Let me just clear out this area. And then we can start building. Oh, what the heck? All right. I'll take that. I did not expect to... What? We're at level 40. Oh, what? I mean, obviously I'm not complaining, but what? Okay. Yeah, look at that. We got our first ancient debris. That wasn't even part of the plan. All right, how many is it out here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good to know. Man, I still can't get over just finding that ancient debris like that. Let's do... Actually, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not 3. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the hardest part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I went too far out. There we go. Nice. And then from here, let's see. Ah, I left the stone cutter. Oh, well, that's okay. We can just do cobblestone and then upgrade it later. I think that'll be fine. I wanted to have these like this because this is going to be our main direction points. So we'll do that. And we can also make a good design with cobblestone and some of the earth blocks that you get in Minecraft. It doesn't always have to be just like nice blocks. You know? Let's do this just to get our building materials. And what else can I use? You know what? I'm feeling in the mood for some... Let's do tough. Yeah, what? Let's do deep slate, because that's easy to get. We'll do deep slate. And then that. And then from there, we can polish some blocks. Or we can just do that. And maybe we can just do this. I think that would be a fine design. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And I do like the colors. It does seem to fit the nether. Just hope I don't run out. I don't think we'll run out. But we might. Actually, no, we're all good. Perfect. And then we'll just do a cobblestone border. Because why not? And this will give us just like some safety rails. I don't expect that we'll have any issues, but you know, you can never... Oh, okay, I was like, wait, what'd I do wrong? No, it's just because I added that border. Good. Okay, I was like, pause. There we go. That looks good. And what else are we going to do? I need to go visit the stonecutter. I want to do some different stuff. You know, I want to do something cool. And I think for the walls I want to do tough bricks. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Where's stonecutter's not in here? Is it over here? Or did I move it? Might have moved it. I'm not 100% sure. I moved it. Actually, it might just be in one of my chests. Let me check. I guess we can commit this ancient debris in there. I do not have either of my stonecutters. Where'd they go? What the heck? Oh, well, it's not a big deal. I'll just make another. But I thought I had one. That must be in the hardcore world that I have more than one. Oh, I could do that. Oh, we could have some tinted glass. Some andesite would be useful. But I just want the stonecutter. And I just realized that both of my stonecutters are over at the other village. So that's fun. They're in Winchester. So I do need to make another one for here. Wait. Oh, it could be in my bundle. Huh. Surprisingly, no. Okay. Am I just like... Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I'm not looking at it. Because sometimes I'll like look directly at it and then people are like, beat it! You idiot! But that's fine. I should add one to my bundle though. Yeah, I don't really know where I put it, but whatever. Let's get back to business here. We can use these for our tough bricks. And then we're just going to outline these like so. And that way we have a safe area void of ghastly bombs. Hopefully. Well, I'm not too sure. That we'll build this up like so. And I think I would like to use copper grates for this spot because I don't know. I think they just look cool. So we do that. I think I want to do a dome. Because what is this? This is 5? Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure. The last time I did a 3 wide dome, it didn't turn out too well. But that's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. We'll just do something simple. Okay. Then we'll build this out. Like so. Boop. And this is kind of like not nerve-wracking, but where's my stonecutter? There we go. Not nerve-wracking, but a little nerve-wracking. I don't want to have too many issues. And then from here, we'll just find where the portal is using the coordinates. Yeah, we're going in all directions, so we have to find something. And then let me do this. this will serve as our, like, gates. Good. What else can we add? I wanted to do like a cage. Well, actually, we could probably maybe do a dome. Let's see. So the thing with domes is they're always going to be the same shape that you have here. Meaning that I'm going to go up one. I'm going to treat it like I'm building our spot. So I'm actually going to go in one and then up 3 because that's where our third block is. So it'd be like we're building the circle, but on its side. And then we'll go up 2. Then we'll go up 1. We'll go up 2. Then we'll go, I think, like that. And it might look like a weird dome, but I think this is correct. Then we'll do up 2. Or is it up? Oh, it'd be up 3. And then up 2. Up 1. Then 2. Okay, so this would be like a taller dome. That's fine. Again, I don't think it's going to be perfect. But, you know, we can try our best. And then we'll fill it in with something cool like glass or something. I don't know. Let me get that. Because a lot of these look better when you don't have these supporting blocks. But then again, who knows? They could look fine. Go. Good. Ah, yes, because that will actually add the blocks that we're... Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I see what I did here. If I wanted to do it realistically, these 3 right here would count as the 3. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fix it. We are currently under attack. I need my bow. Okay, so dirt is not blast resistant, and neither am I. Oh my gosh. This is madness. I'm so glad I have a flint and steel. Nope. Ow! Stop that! Ow! Stop it! Oh my gosh! Oh! Alright, we're gonna get returned to sender here. You are a nuisance. Hey, I promise adventure. We're getting it. Alright, I'm just about to smack the crap out of you. Come here. Ugh, thank you. Okay. Well, I knew that was bound to happen at some point. What I didn't know... Well, actually, no, I didn't know that. Is dirt is not very gas resistant. Now, I think that gas might have blown up some of my blocks. I hope not, but it's not the end of the world if it did. I mean, it's tough. That's like not too hard to get. Right, yeah, we're gonna fix this little roof here. There we go. And there we go. So, in the fixed version, essentially, all we gotta do is this is the third block. And we're gonna treat it as such, and actually we'll do this. Because it's 1, 2, 3 from here. Well, I don't think it matters. But that little extra block will just help make it look nice. So we'll just do this, then 2, then up, then over. And then this is 3. There we go. Now that's what it's going to be. Let me have that. So then you come over here, and then it's... I was like, what is that? 2. 1. 2. Now, this type of dome is a little hard just because it's smaller. So it won't look the best, but it'll look okay. Oh, nope, need that. There's these two right here. And then that one up there. There we go. Yeah. And again, you know, I haven't had the best, well, not track record, but I haven't had the most practice with domes of this size. But that's also how you learn, you know? You can't learn without building. Oh, 1, 2. Boom, boom. Then 1, 2. And boom. And that should be all 4 sides of it. Yep. Oh, nope. And I think tough should be okay. Looks like there's only the one spot to mess around with. But can I just do this? Yes. Oh, wait. Ah, can I reach that? Ah, no. All right, we'll have to do this way. Give me that. Thank you. And then just right here would be enough. Good. All right. Now, I do need to kind of think of... Oh, okay. Stop that. Get out of here. Yep. Yep. Oh! Well, I'm glad he had a good trip. Right. So for here, what do I want to do? Got a good bit. I could do copper. Copper would be a good choice. So we might do that once we get to the other portal. So we're going to pivot and then go to the other portal real quick, because then I can grab all the copper I need from there and we can fill in the dome. Again, oh, I didn't grab these pieces. Again, the dome, you know, it's not going to be the prettiest, but this is how you would design one. And again, if you guys have any tips on domes, of course, drop them in the comments. But we're just going to go with what we feel looks good. All right, so we're going to -109, -58, and we should be facing east towards positive X, which means we're going to go this way. And oh, I see it right there. Look. All right, so we actually, we do not need to go far at all. In fact, it's right there. That is hilarious. Okay. Well, in that case, let me put down my stone cutter and we're just going to start going to town on these cobblestone slabs, because those are going to be the best bet for, well, just getting over there. And then we can also treat this like it's a, I don't know, something cool. Let's see, we'll do this. And I'm probably going to need more stone slabs so we can fill them in at some point. I don't know, though. I feel like, let's see. Well, actually, you know what I want to do? Once we get over here, I want to have other, like another color. So I think we'll do diorite, because that's going to be an easy slab. But I need slabs because of, well, I don't want to go crazy. I need slabs because of the obvious middle hole here. So for facing, I guess, west, yep, facing west, we will use diorite. And we can have the 4 cardinal directions. And I mean, I knew it was going to be close, but I had no idea it was just going to be right there. I thought it was going to be something that was like a little bit of a workout. Now, granted, this isn't anything to just, you know, go over willy-nilly. We still need to cross a significant amount of lava. But I've done worse in the past. So, glad to have this as our first, nether network. This is probably keeping y'all very tense. Go. I think the goal is to just build these nether highways into expandable things, you know? And we're just gonna do this. Get this sorted and then build out everything from there. And I think the only thing I really need to watch is ghasts. So we can do that. And again, I'm not the best at building nether hubs. This is like the first actual nether hub I've officially built. So bear with me. It may not look nice, but it's a huge step because I do always neglect the nether in terms of development in our worlds. And I wanted to change that this year. So what better way to do it than over a boiling lake of lava? And in the nether, straight lines are the best way to go, in my opinion. It's so easy. You know, it's just boop bop beep over there. And we were so close to being on the same exact, like, spot. But it's okay. We can just have a pathway that diverges. There we go. And I'm just going to try and go as far as I can with this. Just because I want to minimize the amount of times I have to go back. Oof. I should toggle sprint or toggle shift for this, but I also have sticky keys turned off, so I think we'll be okay. Oh my, I hate this game. Did you see that? The gas just spawned. Yep. Okay. Quick. There we go. That was a bad aim. You have terrible aim. All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to show his cowardly face. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. I was going to say, while we're waiting for him to show his cowardly face, we can do this. And we can also get some clips here. Ballad of the Cats. They really like cats in Minecraft, don't they? Come on. Okay, good. Now, I know nether highways are typically like ice. And, I mean, you can use them. But I don't have silk touch. And I've also had issues with the mobs just spawning on them. So, in that case, I think I'll just be okay with moving forward like this. As long as I have just like a safe tunnel, I think everything else is fine. I'm okay. I do like this little bit of reflection on this polished diorite. You know, typically you wouldn't think this would be a reflective block with shaders, but I like it. It's kind of dull, muted, I guess, if you will, but also shiny. You'd think this would be matte in terms of texture. There we go. I hope I had enough. I think we... Oh, wait. No, I've got plenty of diorite. Yeah. It's in my chest. I'm not sure about the tough situation, but again, that's a really easy block to get. And here I was thinking I was going to have to dig a ton. That is not the case. There we go. There's that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just do this. All right. Ghast is gone. Okay. That's good. I'm happy with that. Now, in this case, I know you can go really crazy and decorate, like with bridge supports and everything. I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe like extremely late game when I'm very equipped to be in the Nether, I will. At this point, again, it's a win that I'm even just building in the Nether. So we're gonna overshoot our portal just a little bit here so that we have space to stay safe. And then from there, yeah, because let's see, what is this? Is that 3? I think it is. It is. So that means here we can go like so. And just gonna overshoot it like that. And then we'll do this. See, I think that's the center. But this will show us, you know, just where we can put directions or, you know, where to follow things. Yeah. Okay. It's a little, I think it's like 1 step lower, but that's completely fine. It's half a step. If that. Okay, it's 1 block down. Yeah, and like I said, not worried at all about this because we can adjust and make it work. I was like, is there? Okay. All right. And we've officially connected to our portal spot. That's good. Oh, we can make this a little safer. First, let me just get these. And wow, I did not expect to run out of cobblestone that quickly, but am I surprised? No. I'm sure I can grab some more here soon. Yep. I can already see that one coming a million miles away. Let me just fill this in. And we'll make it pretty later. But for now, it's about survival. Thank you. And then slabs actually, yeah, slabs have pretty good blast resistance. I do know that because creepers. And then we do have some of these, so we'll just fill those in. Good. And then some cobblestone slabs here. We'll do the trick. And we've already got our first pigmen on there. It's good to know. All right. Well, before the gas comes for us, let's just... Pigmen, I swear to God. If you don't move. All right, I feel like we just need to... Okay, well, every time I want to address the gas, it's just like, hey, I'm leaving. But I might be back. You know what? Stay down there, gas. I don't like you anyways. Is there another one? Oh, I was like, please, no. Okay. Oh, there are multiple ghasts. It's never a fun thing. There we go. Yeah, I thought this would be a lot longer of a trip, but this is a great starting... Oh my gosh, okay. This is a great starting point to have. You know, it's not too crazy. Just the right speed for beaning. Nope. That's not right. There we go. There we go. All right. Now let's go check our building supplies. We should probably sleep because there's a skeleton with a punch bow, and he is punching me. I mean, you can see from my health. Let's do that. Oh, there's my other stonecutter. Yep. This is such a tiny house. See what we've got in here. Got some more of this. Got some more of that. Good. Let's throw that away. Let's kind of clear up some of this stuff. Guess we're not going to use the mossy cobble. That's fine. Let's make these into slabs. And then I do have some glass here. Everything else look good? Yep. Good. Good. Now, we'll just have to check for some more cobblestone, and everything should be good to go. Okay, we've got what we need. And, yeah, I think we're good to go. Got some new building materials. I figured we could use some glass, see how that works. I know people use glass in their nether builds, so that is a-okay with me. We're going to have to, I guess, we're going to have to use our copper so we have space for the slabs. So we'll just go back and then build out the dome as much as we can. And then we'll build the rest of this pathway, which means a good portion of this is going... Wait, I have slabs, so we don't have to do that. Okay, good. That's good to know. Let me just, like, build this part out. I think that'll be okay. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, no. And then let me do... because we're going to do this at the crossroads. I'm scared. Gassed. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh. Yep, there it is. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, that just clipped you. Oh! Come here. Stop this nonsense. Oh, that'll get it. That'll get you. And then hit that away. Yeah. Also, I did adjust my gain just a little bit, so if it's too loud, let me know. I noticed I've been a little quiet in the past episodes, so I don't want to blow your eardrums out, but I also want to make sure it's at a good level. I just turned it up a little bit on my microphone instead of boosting it in post-production. So we'll see how it turns out. And it's something I can always change again. But I just realized, it's like it's a little quiet on that lower end. Go. There's... Yep. Oh, there's a fortress over here. I didn't even see that. It's okay. I would rather have established routes. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather have established routes through the nether before truly exploring it. I should have this level of caution and hardcore. Whatever. Although, yeah, you could argue that hardcore is definitely more important to have protocols in place so you don't die in the nether. All right, now let's see if we can do something that looks nice here. Not 100% sure because, again, domes are not something I build a lot of. So we'll see how this goes. Like, why is that 3? Why are there 3? What? Yeah. See, that's... Well, it's kind of right. Oh, well. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, this is going to be a weird dome. And I do have a good scaffolding block, so we'll just use this. Again, not sure how this is going to turn out. But, yeah, we can try. I feel like copper is okay to use. I've got plenty of it. This is going to be a weird dome. So then it's going to drop here, and this is where we make the transition into flat dome. So I think we can build the circle. Okay, it's going to be, yeah, a little squarish. I think. Not 100% sure. Nope. Oh, okay. Stop that. Yeah. Oh well, that's okay, because then we can at least try to round it out a little better. So, what if we did this? Ooh, wait, that actually... Wait, why is that going to work? Like that? Oh. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Well, good thing we've got this. So we can build these out. You know, we might have actually saved this. At least for the scale. Oh, went the wrong way here. That's okay. There we go. What is it right here? Yes. That's that. And then like that? Hey. I think we did okay. Now again, it's probably, you know, not the most beautiful dome. But I think it's we'll see how it looks. I mean, it's a dome. It's small, but it's a dome. I think if I were to improve it, I would add a layer here that represents like the same thing there, but that's okay. This is perfectly fine for our first endeavor, if you will, into the Nether. Now, what am I going to use as the walls? More tough? I feel like more tough would make sense. I don't think I really mind too much of that. We'll see. I might need to mine some more. But we could also use andesite. Let's see. Some polished andesite. Like, what if I did some of these? Some of these slabs over here. And then we did like something like that. Because then it looks like we're putting some design into it. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. It looks like we're putting design into it. But it's also functional and not too resource demanding for someone who's a little early game, I guess. Honestly, I kind of like that. I kind of like this look. Again, we can always upgrade it. But right now, safety. I don't know why I sounded like that, but safety is something that is high on. It's high on my priority list. There we go. Then here. Nope. This. Yep. I like that. And then, oh my gosh. If I want to add... Oh my. I was going to say, if I want to add glass... I mean, we will need some kind of a roof. Or something. But I do want to... I want to be able to see. Oh well. We'll figure it out. For now, we'll add one railing. And then go down some more. But I'm going to time-lapse this because we have been using a lot of runtime. And, I mean, we all see what's going on here. And again, Hear that ghast? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just going to run into a time lapse here. Well, that was kind of short-lived. But at least we can go look for some more andesite. I think we've got some here. And then, yeah, we can continue building it out. I had an idea that we could maybe build a roof out of copper slabs. Or we could do the whole thing out of copper slabs and bars. But the question I have, let's see, do I have any silk touch? I have a silk touch axe. So the question is, can I connect copper bars to panes? Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. So then here we could do this design, you know, add some color like this. Oh, I like this. Hold on. Bina might be cooking. Because then it'll add color here, and then we can use copper slabs on the roof, question mark? That might be a little too much, but it's also my first Nether Hub, so I don't know. Question is, though, I don't think I'll have to worry about that. I was going to say, will a ghast be able to see me and shoot through here and then cause some commotion? But I think we'll actually be okay. There we go. And then we'll do this over here. Oh, wait. I have silk touch. Perfect. And then I would... might be able to do too tall. Because I want to be able to ride horses. And I know you need at least a 3x3 window. Yeah. Because if it's too tall, then you kind of clip through it. So let's just do this and see how this looks for us. It's a little... Again, I've never designed a Nether Hub, so it's... I mean, we're just going completely off the cuff here with this look, but who knows? It could be something that looks really cool. Now I could use... excuse me, I just don't want to hit you. I could use cobblestone over these parts. That might work. You know, to have some semblance of support. I'm not sure I know the blast resistance of copper, but I think it can withstand a gas ball. Because a gas ball is just like a fire charge of sorts. But if we do this, then that. Oh, nope. That's the wrong button. Or the wrong block. Kind of like that. And then... oh, we got slabs here. Can I just do... yeah, we can... I'm going to keep that and then do this. Because then we can do that. Okay. Not bad, Beanin. Not bad. Looking good. I'm going to do it for this side too. Hopefully we can finish the whole thing. But my thought is, with this, we can have lanterns down the length of this. And then it look nice. Alright. Oh, I'm in the block, that's why. Okay, yes, let's do this. There we go. Is this something I could get behind? I think so. It's definitely an interesting design. It's first of any for me. That much is true. But I have so much copper, so it would look cool. Especially once it turns green. It would kind of fit in with the warped oak. Or the warped fungus or whatever. The tree. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. Didn't know I would, but here I am. Liking it. Make sure I'm just a little bit safe. And then do I want to do... Yeah, we can do this. Why not? You know, have some fun. Yeah, this is cool. Hello, pigment. Oh, okay. He's like, don't mind if I do. Okay, this is looking good. I like this. I'm liking this a lot. We do have some more, but I'm going to need some more andesite. So, shall reconvene here in a second. And actually, before we go get more of these materials, I'm going to just gate these off so it's a little safer. You know, especially from these sides are pretty exposed. So we'll just gate that off. And then we'll gate this off as well, because right now we just need the 2 spots from A to B. And dude, that's fine. That's fine with me. Just like that, we now have more andesite slabs. I just went over into our cave that we've been grabbing andesite from and grabbed it. I also found these lanterns and changed the look just a little bit in between clips here. And I think this looks a little better. So this is going to be our tunnel design, and then this is going to be our Nether Hub design. Now, of course, you know, it doesn't have to be anything intricate or crazy. I think one of the things I try to do is just showcase that builds can look cool, and you can do them in the time frame of a 2-hour video, or on the longer times, maybe 3 or so hours, you know, like an average play session. A play session for someone who's got like a normal amount of time on their hands. But I'm going to go ahead and start with finishing this out. And I think I'm just going to time lapse it because it's going to be easy, you know? So I'm going to do that, and then we'll finish off the roof at the end. I'm not sure about the time we're at, but that's okay too. Okay. So I did just pretty much all the work that I could with all the materials that I had, because I think we're going to need a larger re-up on materials in that time lapse. Well, from that time lapse. So we actually did make a good bit of progress, and I noticed something here that's going to make a lot of people mad. Now, you might see it, but look, the texture does not match up with this, and it doesn't match up on any of the copper blocks. So this is not the same as this, and I have no idea why that's the case when these are perfectly even. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if it's the same on blocks. Yeah, it's the same on blocks. Huh. Now, oh, wait, no, that one is matched up. And that one's matched up. Oh, look at that. So it's just like a mismatched texture. What I think they did is they might have mirrored this texture. But I think that's funny because that's matched up. That's matched up. And then all of a sudden there's a problem there. And then a problem here. Huh. Funny thing to think about. Now, luckily, it is getting safer here. Slowly but surely. You know, I can deal with the pigmen on our nether highway here. That's not too much of an issue for me. What I'm worried about is just the ghasts. You know, they give me some trouble. So we're gonna work towards things. But what I did want to address was this. Now, this is something that it's kind of hard to address on a time lapse, and I wanted it to be correct. I didn't want anything bad. Now, well, I guess. Now, in a perfect world, this would line up with this, and we would all be happy, but that's just not the case because this is where I wanted to put it. The pathway, that is. Although, I could have moved it just one over. Oh, should I do that? Should I really take the time and do that? You know what? I think I might. It just might help us But then I'm going to lose a lot of materials. Oh, well, I've got a decent amount, so... Right, I'm going to do that. But I'm just going to cut because, I mean, we all know what this looks like. So it happened. I was holding shift and I accidentally hit Q. And my pickaxe went here and I was like, oh, it's saved. But then glitched and just went right through there. That's the one thing I've been worried about happening. And here we are. It's happened. So let's go make ourselves another pickaxe. And I mean, we've got some things on it, and that wasn't the best pickaxe. It was like a Fortune 2. So, okay, good. So we'll just have to take a quick detour and rebuild the pickaxe. And this happened. I hate it when this happens. I don't have a pickaxe. No. Oh, well, I don't understand the Nether sometimes. It's so annoying. Like, perfectly fine in the overworld. Was working perfectly fine last episode. All of a sudden, nope. I wonder if it's because the chunks weren't loaded. I don't know. It's probably going to send us to the same thing. Is this even remotely close to our house? 159, 216? No. I blame you, sir. I am... Wow, that's just a random string of events that went wrong. But why would that happen? I did not change the portals. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up a tutorial on how to link the portals, but this day is just... Ay. Now, granted, I would much rather have a series of these weird, small, unfortunate events than, you know, something like dying and losing everything or anything like that. Okay, luckily... that portal does work. Wow, it is like a pigman party. No, you can't do that. We're not in the Nether anymore. Get out of here. Whoa! I did not know that you all turned into... Man, that's just annoying. Is there another... Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Interesting. Well... Okay, we're going to go try and recoup all of this. See what happens. And then I'm going to have to break that portal down at the bottom and see if we're... I don't even have a boat! Oh, this is going to be a fun time. Okay. Let's see what kind of pickaxe we can get with this. And then let's see if we can fix this problem here. We'll probably just have to dig our portal. I don't know. I might have to just look up how to link portals because that's annoying. Actually, I do want to check. We were at like negative or 150 or something. Oh, okay. That's what went wrong. So one of the gas balls went through the portal and deactivated this one. And that's why the one that we had snapped back. Now I do have efficiency 2 on breaking, and I think I've got another pickaxe around here. Yes, they're up here where I stored my tools. Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. So that's a good pickaxe if we don't have anything worthwhile. But I'm going to go ahead and just make a new one and see what we can get. And then we can always combine the two. And actually, well, we don't have that much sand there. So my sticks, what? My sticks not here. They're probably up here. No sticks. Some sticks. A few sticks. Okay, I guess I'll have to make a stick. Oh, all the pain. I don't know where that. Yeah, don't know where that came from. All right, let me make this. And then we'll go enchant and see what we can get. And while I'm at it, I do want to see if we can just... Did I even check the coordinates? Okay, so it's a little off, which... Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if this carries us into where we came out, and then if it also works correctly. Okay, that's good. Now, is it going to take us into the stupid cave? Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to break this. All right, where did this take us out? I'm assuming, yep, right over here. Oh, so that's not terrible. It was just slightly off of our portal here. Now, hopefully, when we go back in, that doesn't mess up our portals. I did break the portal that we came out of, so I hope that fixes it. Moment of truth. Okay. All good. And back. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. Opa! That's good. That's good. Okay, so it was just because a fireball deactivated our portal. That won't be a problem now because we have a protective shell around it. So all that's fixed, and I'm happy that it is. All right. Moment of truth. Efficiency 3. Fortune 1. Not terrible, but not ideal. I might need to go get a book. And the reason I say the efficiency 3 isn't terrible is because we have efficiency 4 on that other pick, which I'll probably end up combining them. And yeah, I just want something good. That's all. All right, let's see what we got. Fortune 2. Look at the sea power. Sure, we can add that. And then what's this? Silk touch. Ah, you're twisting my arm here. All right, yeah, silk touch. So we're going to have a Fortune 2 pick, and we'll have an efficiency pick, which honestly, that's not terrible because we have silk touch. Well, I said silk touch or efficiency when I meant silk touch, but we'll also have a fortune pick, and give me that. I need those. Those are perfect to have. Excellent. Okay, so not terrible. Silk touch is fine with me. I don't really care. But yeah, that's all right. Let's go ahead and combine these and drop some of this filler off. Yeah, it's good. And then that, I know I'll organize it, but for now we're fine. Let's see. This looks okay. Wait, can I do that? Oh, that's actually cheaper. Okay. Silk touch, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. So it's the same pick, just with a different main enchant, which I'm not too mad about. Now, I do want to grab all of these because, well, A, we need them, and B, I haven't grabbed them in a hot minute. So where's my iron blocks? And then there's my gold blocks. There we go. I also haven't cleared these out. And let me get the XP from this. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Always got to do that periodically. Remember to check your auto smelters if you have any. And I know there's a way that you can like have a lever with them, but I just break them and replace them. Get the same effect. It might be a little bit faster. I don't know. There we go. And let's return these and make some more slabs. Well, actually, we should probably figure out the situation in the Nether in terms of our resources. There we go. Everything good? Yep. Fortune 2. We can throw you right there. And that looks good. Do I have any copper bars? It doesn't look like that, but I have more lanterns, which is good. And then I have these. A little bit of that. And that should be good to continue on with our journey. Normally, I'd be worried if it was night, but now that we got the portals back up, it's good to go. So let's head on back into here. And I realized that even though this is perfectly even, we have a little mishap right here because this is going to be cobblestone and so on and so forth, which means... Oh, wait, no, actually, the end result will be even. So we'll just do this. Okay, yeah, because it's going to be 5 wide, we'll have cobblestone slabs right here. This is going to be a little tricky. Make sure my fat finger doesn't hit this. And we're not going to get these back. I've accepted that fate. But, well, better fate than my pickaxe. Now, what would be terrible is if this pickaxe suffered the same fate. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Hopefully it's not. And I'm glad that the piglins, or zombified piglins that I got rid of in the overworld are not angry at me here. Of course, I know it doesn't translate between dimensions. But, you know, sometimes you just got to be worried. Now, zombie pigmen aren't that bad. You just got to build a pillar and then just let them get mad. But outside of that, it's a little scary, of course. Okay, I'm gonna switch to time-lapse mode after making more. I just realized that I had done the thing where you hit the recording button and then you forget to hit it. So essentially what happened was we came in here, we made some more materials. I'm not sure what the last clip was, but we made more materials in the overworld and grabbed some, got our new pick, Silk Touch, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. And then just built this and kind of yapped for a second. That's all. That's the only thing that happened. I will review and see what the last clip was. If it's something important, I'll clarify it, but I don't think I need to. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Get out of here, you bum. Ah ha ha! Your fireballs have no match for my prowess. Get out of here. Okay, wait. Oh! Wow, I apologize if that was loud, but that just caught me off guard. Get away. Go. Shoot. Ah. You know, this should just prove how unpredictable the Nether can be. Alright. I see why I quit baseball. Baseball? I sound like Donnie in season 1 of the Big Les show. I see why I quit baseball. Was it season 1 or was it season 2? Ow! At this point, I can just melee you. Either way, I see why... Ah! Oh! I got a music disc. I got tears. Well, yeah. What was I trying to say before? Oh, yeah. I understand why I quit baseball at 4th grade. Because I'm not good. Now, the real reason is because it was really boring and... But it was really boring, and I always got in trouble for playing in the sand in the outfield, so that's more or less why I got tired of baseball. And I guess now this is how we decide that we're going to build an extension. 52. Or is this 51? Oh, that's 50. Good. That means that I can take these and just go out here. Now, I'm going to record this because you never know what could happen. But I think we'll be okay for the most part. Let's see. Ah, yeah, we're good. Also, I may have just eyeballed this. I did, and I think we're going to match up perfectly. If so, big win for me. For someone who can't do math. Oh my gosh, we actually did do that. That is insane. Now the question is, are we going to make it? Oh my gosh, we have 3 blocks. Wow. Okay, that was very risky. Let me just fill this in. And then fill this in. And then we're gonna fill the rest. And then hopefully, you know, nothing bad happens to me. Ah, lovely spawning in the Nether. I just had to check, and we're at like 1 hour and 35 minutes for runtime, completely unedited in terms of my clips. So I think we're on a good pace. I don't know if we're gonna finish it completely, but I think we've got a good spot. So here I finished everything, and I'm just gonna go through and, well, I would much rather have this section over here finished than anything else. So we're gonna use our remaining time to just fill these out. Now, okay, I've got 3 more on this side, so let me do this. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now, I know it would be nice if it was even right here, but that's okay. You know, you can't have everything you want. So we'll just stick with this. Now, ideally... Actually, no, this is going to be really easy to finish. I thought ideally we'll finish just as much as we can up until this point, but with the way I'm building, it's not too challenging. You know, it's just gonna take a little time. It'll take a little thought, and I might have to smelt some more sand. Again, I need to find a desert in this world, but I think based off of what the comments said in my Grand Adventure, we'll be fine if we just go a little bit north of when we decided to turn around. So, not too worried there. Excuse me, you're supposed to go up here. The question is, do I have enough to make it to the end? Let's see. Yes, we do. Perfect. And we've got extra glass panes. I'm going to fill out these bottom rows first just because added safety. And then we can add a little more safety by adding the roof, because I hear those ghasts. They should not be spawning. Well, they should be spawning, but they should not be bothering me. Like that one right there. And I'm unsure if I want to include... I don't know if I'm going to finish this. At least to this point right here. Like if I'm going to finish that. I mean, we can try. There's no reason we shouldn't. But I do know that the path there is the most important. I'd rather do this in sections. And then if not, I can always just finish that last little bit, because that is going to be a very important piece. And yeah, we're going to need some more materials before we can finish this. So I might actually have to just take a pause and collect some materials here. I guess I can start by doing this right here, and then right there, and then right there. And then we can go check and see how much materials we have, how many materials we have in our chest out here. We should still have a little bit left. I'm not too sure though. So we don't have too many materials here. We're going to have to venture out and grab some other materials. The question is, did I ever save that sand that I got from over there? I think I did. Not too sure. If not, that's okay. But we'll need some more sand. We'll need some more copper. And then we'll need just, I mean, general things like that. I do have some copper bars here, which that's fine. But we'll need a few more resources before we can finish things up here. Huzzah! Found some more glass. I knew I stored that for a reason. I didn't. But I did check it because I wanted to see if there's any copper. And we found glass. So, win-win. And now we can fill this out. Yes. Let me fill this section out too. And I got the book and quill for our QQ. A quick question. There we go. There's that. And everything's all good. Nice. Yeah, we will just do this section for today. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. And then there we go. And here, here, there. And I think I'll do it this way so that we just have an even amount. Because copper bars are not too much to worry about. You get a lot for the return that you put in. Or you get a lot as a return for what you put in. But I just want to make sure that we have an even amount. And honestly, I'm not even complaining about how this turned out. If we're just missing one there, that's fine by me. Let's go fill out the rest of this glass on this side. Oh, not that. Oh, we got Silk Touch now too. On 2 tools. It would be easier to do on, like, if we had a slab above, but that's fine. I think if I just do this and go along semi-slow. Well, I don't want to go too fast and I don't want to go too slow. We can strike a balance here. And I need to make sure. Okay, we did get this whole bottom layer done. I was like, it would be tragic if I did this and just missed a block and then ended up falling off of the edge because I'm Stupid. There we go. Oh, man. I'm always so nervous working in the Nether, even though I don't really have anything to worry about. Especially now. Like, I've got a lot to worry about in the Nether just in general, but if I'm working on building things in the Nether, then that's not too bad for me. However, most of the time it is sky blocks, or sky bridges, sorry. Skyblock is a survival mode, which I think I might try at some point. I don't know. My capacity for videos is so bad right now. Like, it's good because I can do them, but it's bad because I can't branch into other videos. And that's just for the position of life I'm in right now. It'll free up soon. Well, it'll free up maybe by 2027. I don't know. You know, it's just a season of life. But if I can keep this and hardcore going, then I'm happy. You know, I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel in terms of Minecraft content, but I want to do variety content too. I've had 3 videos that are halfway done outside of the 15,000 subscriber special that are just sitting on my external hard drive. There we go. Let's see if we can get this filled out. Nope. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, this is a lot more progress than I thought we were going to make by this point, so we're doing good. We'll just have to go back, get some more copper, some more cobblestone. Actually, I can do that right now. And then we can call it a day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I was thanking the blocks for letting me go a little faster. Judge me. And while we wait on our glass to smell, I think we can just go ahead and fill out the rest of this roof. I've been doing our roof like so, where we just kind of extend it out. And I think that's a good balance. You know, we have been following this pattern and then doing, like, you know, cobblestone and then this. And I probably should have done this when I was doing this earlier, but sometimes you forget logic. Just me. There we go. And I only used the 11 blocks. And I only used the 11 blocks that we had in our chest at the time, so that might last us. I'm not too sure. But we have plenty of copper. And I think the next episode, we've been doing building episodes and things like that. But the next episode I do want to make, I want to make a point to adventure. So we're going to go back out to that village that we found in our first, ow, what the, rude. No, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, stupid. Should not be allowed to do that. Anyway, I wanted to go to the spot where we found that giant cave out like 10,000 blocks away, and I think that'd be perfect to do. If we can get like a fortune pickaxe, I'll try and get one. Oh wait, we got fortune 2. Cool. I'll try and get a fortune 3 pickaxe in between episodes here, but I think we're overdue for a big mining trip. And of course I'll make another portal out there because we need to connect it. And that one, that is going to be something that, yes, before we have pathways connecting our world, it'll be important to have a nether highway first. That's just how you move quickly, you know? Yeah. And it looks like we're in great shape to just continue on this path. Oh, perfect. Exactly what we need. And we got 1 piece left, so yeah, we're going to have to make some more copper and stuff like that. So let me go make some more slabs and see how our glass is doing, but I think we're in a good spot here. And we now have plenty of copper slabs, so that's nice. Let me I'm wondering if I should just do one side at a time. Well, actually it doesn't matter because we've got plenty of resources here. There we go. And then we'll just, nope, not that. Hey, that's not fair. You can't do that to me, stupid ghast. Oh, did that prove my point right? Did the guest just shoot at me because it was down there? It might have. I'm not sure. There we go. And then we're just going to do this. There's that. And I don't feel the need to time lapse this because I think we'll get it done in an appropriate amount of time. I think if I do anything, I will just time lapse that last part, or maybe just call it finished once we get this main tunnel completed. Again, I didn't set out with anything specific in terms of how much completion I wanted. I just knew I wanted a tunnel that was safe to travel in between Winchester and Outdo Bay. There we go. That's what it is. Through the Nether, which honestly, easy travel. I did not expect to be able to see it from my portal, but I also will agree if you're like, dude, what did you expect? You only went like a couple hundred blocks. Look, sometimes Minecraft just blows my mind, okay? That's all. There we go. And then, let's see. Oh, we're almost there. This is a lot easier with these instead. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful with this setup than another setup. And yeah, I don't have any other glass panes. So looks like we'll just work on this side now. And I'm actually quite impressed with how I've done this. You know, again, this is my first actual Nether Hub build, and it's my first just like time spending like 2 hours plus in the Nether, which I think this will definitely translate into hardcore. But I should do this in hardcore. I think the next episode for the hardcore series, we'll try and get fortune. We'll make, well, no, we won't make. We'll mine all of the ores we found in the last episode, and then we'll see what the Nether has in store for us. I'm a little scared, but I'm not too worried. I think we should make the Nether portal somewhere under our house in the cave, and we also need to do storage. We did have a big, actually, we did have a big adventure episode last time, so I would not be opposed to doing some building. We definitely need to. I have had some building ideas. I know people are like, it's hardcore. You need to adventure and fight. No, you just need to make sure you've got good gear. And then for this last little stretch, I think I'm just gonna follow this along. Not too worried about not finishing it, but I also think yeah, I didn't finish it. That's okay though. I'd rather just do this. But I'm not gonna include too much of this just because, well, I mean, this is what we're doing. But if I have some talking points, I will make sure to include them. Okay, final stretch. I did want to record this just because it is going to be the final stretch of our progress here. We still have a little bit of work to do, but as for the roof, we're almost done. So it's the final stretch of the roof. Go. Let me grab that, and then boom. 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 And we're almost there. Oh, and we still got more. Perfect. Ooh, look at that. I did not realize that would happen. Well, no, I did. It's a pattern. I can't pretend to be surprised. And then we'll just do this. And then that. And then we'll just carry this over for now. Oh, that is not the right thing to do. Go, and actually, I can save here. Yeah, because then I just do this. Oh, we might actually finish this whole thing. That would be exciting. All right, let's see if we can't finish this up real quick. I just made more slabs, so hopefully that works. And I think we will be just so lucky. Now, Again, like I said, I'm not too worried about if this spot looks nice. I'm more just worried about being safe in general. I know, you're probably like, being safe in the Nether? What? Who are you and what have you done with Beanin? I don't know. Go. And that'll be the last spot that we... Oh, nope. Do this with... Oh, no. That's still not what I wanted. Boom, 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 boom. Good. And then we'll... yeah. I'm gonna say we do have to do this part, don't we? That is the unfortunate truth. There's a truth nonetheless. Plus, I also have to remember to finish amending my taxes. This is the first year I'm filing jointly, and God forbid I get audited over $40 from a savings account. So annoying. Taxes are crazy. I don't remember the government working those 40 hours with me. Nah. But it is good to stay on top of your responsibilities. Then we'll do this. Is that so? Oh! I did that wrong. I was like, hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. And that's what we want to do. Nope, not that. Not that. That is not what we want to do. I'm actually probably just going to finish this recording portion and then do the taxes and then edit. Ugh, it is annoying. But that's what happens when you're an adult. You start not looking forward to April. Or looking forward to it if you get a refund that year. But if not, then it's like, ugh. And then just getting the final blocks in here. I'm somewhat concerned on how we're going to do this, but I think it'll actually just be as simple as this. And then we'll just have to do that. Yeah, that's going to be the easiest, isn't it? Yep, there it is. You just boop. And then we're... Oh, no, we're not back where we need to be. Because then it goes up. And then down. Yeah. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that's... interesting. You know what? Whatever. We did a good job at the build as a whole. This last little bit not being perfect is fine by me. What? Oh, I was like, what happened here? Oh, yeah. Hold on. There. There we go. All good. And we'll just get rid of this right here. And that right there. We should be good. Cool. Now all we need to do is go down. And we only have 4 lanterns. That's okay. But we just need to go through here and pick our spots where we're going to have lanterns. And we've got plenty of that. And then we can light it up, get the remainder of the glass, and then call it a day. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-hour episode. It might be. I'm not sure. And then, oh, yes, we also need to remember to do the quick question of the day. I saw a good one that I wanted to respond to. So hopefully I can find it easily here. I don't know if it was on a hardcore episode or what, but we're just going to treat them as when I answer them. Also, I think this one that I picked was general. Boom. Oh, forgot that. Yeah. We'll just lay these here, and I'll fill in the lanterns later. I'm not too worried about getting lanterns that quickly, or getting lanterns in that quickly. There we go. There's that. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to have lanterns. I was going to say over here, but might as well. It'll keep things lit. Race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit. Oh, so is my brother. Took me until I was like 20 and rewatching that movie to realize what that meant. Yay. So is this? Oh, okay, cool. Well, we're not going to put that there. We're going to put it over here. We'll just do it sequentially. But this actually looks nice. I'm glad that for my first Nether Hub and Nether Spoke ever built, we did something like this, and it's nice. And we can build on this too as we go along, because we're definitely going to need to. Boom, 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 boom. And then with the remaining glass, we should be able to finish things up. Well, let's just take one more little look over here. See if I missed anything or messed anything up. Where's my bread? I'll have to listen to this off camera because her music discs are copyright. So, stinks, but I understand it. Let's see. All right, everything's good. Nice. We have safety from gas, even with a missing glass pane, but we'll get that fixed, and then we can do the quick question for today, and then call it a day. Now, I'm unsure if this will finish it off, but I think it might. Either way, we still have sand cooking in the furnaces in the overworld, so not entirely too worried if we don't get that, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, I did this wrong. Ah, that's okay. It's either this or the other way. Yeah, either way, I'm going to have to put a block there. So, yeah, we're okay. Hey, Pigman. I'm just going to nudge you off right here. Goodbye. We'll do that. There we go. Then here, you will just be like so. Good. That's all we needed. Then let's see if this lets us finish. I pray that it does. If not, well, we'll just wait for the rest of the glass to smelt. But I think we should be good. I mean, we don't have too much. Oh my gosh, I do not like that. We don't have too much going on. So hopefully everything works. We're just going to do that. Ignore this. It's part of the design, but I don't think it's a great design. And yeah, we'll just need a little bit more glass. Oh, our little friends. Ow! Oh, they do damage. But they're also weak. So are you. Be gone. Come here. Get back here. Not done with you. Yeah, run away. Yeah, get up there. Watch this. Ready? Bye. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that was kind of a bye. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to have enough. We'll see. Oh, we had just enough. That's perfect. I love that. All right. Well, we can officially call it a day here. We can wrap things up, and then we can read the quick question for today, which I still have in my inventory. Next episode, I think we're going to do some adventuring. We haven't done adventuring too much in this world. We need some more diamonds. And like I said, I'll try and get Fortune 3 in between episodes. If not, that's okay. I'll go through my enchanted books. I'm sure we have 2 Fortune 2 books. But we'll check it out, see what we can get. And then next episode, we'll venture out that way, build another portal, and then venture into the depths over there, because I feel like there's a lot of diamonds that are calling my name that I haven't quite capitalized on. Nope, you can go in here, but you all can go in there. And let me organize my stuff here, and then we'll do the quick question. So today's quick question comes from Bama Explorations, and they ask, what has been your worst experience over the years while playing Minecraft? And as soon as I saw this comment, I knew that I wanted to answer it, because of course it has to relate to griefing. But this was griefing from my own friends. And honestly, it was like a terrible experience in the moment. But now that I go back to it, it's just kind of funny, because I just realized my friends were just like messing with me. So back in 2013, I was playing Minecraft on like my crappy school laptop. And, my friend had given me his account so that I could play on Java, because at the time I only had, what was it? Bedrock. No, Xbox 360 edition. So I was playing on that on some like random server. And I remember I looked up a tutorial, which actually was pretty close. It might have been it might have been Pixel Riff's tutorial on this building style, if that was Pixel Riff's. I know that somebody used this to like in a building tutorial at some point, but it was just a normal building tutorial on, you know, how to like build a medieval house or whatever. And I remember it was one of those like plot worlds, so I was just trying to learn how to build and whatnot. So didn't mean too much. I only had time, like maybe 40 minutes invested into it. And I remember like I got a Skype like, hey, you want to play Minecraft? And I was like, yeah, I'm playing in this world real quick. You know, I'm just building. And so my friends were like, okay, cool. And then, you know, we logged off and logged back on. The next day, you know, I let them in on my plot, which 13-year-old me, big mistake. And I remember I was building, and then I came back the next day, and, you know, it was just like griefed by them. And I was like, hang on, the only thing here that like the only way you guys can change it is if I give you permissions, and you're the only two people who have permissions. And they ended up, so in the moment, of course, you know, I was upset because I spent time on it, and it was like typical like Minecraft kid. Like I wasn't in a voice chat or anything. This is back when we had Skype, so we were using Skype chat and the server like Minecraft chat like this. But I remember that in the chat they said, Beanin, why'd you grief my base? And on top of just me being like, what the heck, it was like they called like a mod over, and they're like, hey, Beanin griefed our base. And I was like, no, I didn't grief the base. I was building, and then they came over here. And I remember I gave some like 13-year-old random sob story that was like, I've been trying to build, and Minecraft is my escape, which to a degree, yes. But in the moment when I look back, I had 40 minutes invested on the server. It's not like they came and destroyed this world. But I was like, yes, I didn't grief it. I was the builder, and the mod couldn't tell because we all had permissions on the lot. So the mod just ended up banning all three of us. And, you know, at the time it was one of those ones where, yeah, it hurt. And yeah, it was just like, whatever. But looking back on it, it was just kind of funny because 40 minutes of building, of course, 40 minutes back then felt like a lifetime. And then just what I realized later in life is most of the time, you know, to a degree, there's a difference between friends messing around with you and just like blatant disrespect. But when I look back on it, that was actually just friends messing around with me, because that's all we did was mess around with each other, and that's all I do with my friends now. Actually, I think my friends now and I are harsher to each other in real life than we were back then, when playing that server. So it's just how friendships have evolved for me. But it's a funny thought, and I do actually know that at least one of those friends came across my channel back in like season 5, and you know, I always said I wanted to play Minecraft on YouTube and do something with it in like 7th grade, and here we are. So I think something good has come out of just, you know, sticking to playing Minecraft even through times like that when I was upset and wanted to quit, just overall, because now it's like I play this game on YouTube, and I've had so many friends from high school that I haven't talked to in a while reach out and be like, hey, your videos like showed up on my TV or phone, and I have been watching you honestly like for a while now before I realized that it was you. Like one of my good friends from high school reached out and was like, hey, I was watching this Minecraft video and you started talking about things that were very specific. Is this you? And then sent me one of my videos, and I was like, yeah, it's me. So it's cool to see how, you know, things evolve and things change, and you can get some advice out of it. You know, if you're in a moment where everything seems that all is lost and you can't move forward, just take a walk, come back to it, think about it, you know, feel your feelings, feel bad if you're upset, but then come back to it and then just keep at it. You know, one of the things I've always tried to do is keep at my hobbies. So I still have some of the same hobbies that I developed back in like 2013 and 2014, and I still do them to this day. I mean, my Spotify is in my account. I haven't been making music recently just because I've been doing this, but I still have, you know, a full piano. I still have FL Studio. I get plugins and I play around because it's good to stick with things. Even if you feel like it's going to be bad, if you stick with it and invest in the long run, you'll be okay. And with that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video and continue to enjoy the content. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you made it this far, and consider hyping the video if you think more people should know about this channel. A special thank you to our members. If you are a member, you'll receive early access to the videos, a shout out at the end of every video, custom stickers next to your name, and custom emojis, plus members-only Discord channels, and more as the channel scales up. Memberships are not expected, but highly appreciated, and I appreciate all of my channel viewers, regardless of how they choose to consume my videos. This has been Let's Play Minecraft. I'm Beanin. Peace.